everybody, welcome to Tupperberry Art. I'm Kimberly Tupper and this is
Stella,
my sweet daughter. We are dressed up like princesses because we're going to draw
a
princess. So we are going to do a basic little step-by-step drawing of a princess, but then at the end, you are going to do your own creative take on it.
Yeah.
Add extra things. Do something a little bit different, or you can, what can you do to your princess to make them different?
You can add smiles and crowns, or you can add like a background.
Background,
you
good.
can add a background light for a cast on the background.
Nice, good brainstorming. Maybe different jewels, different decorations on the dress would be good.
Oh yeah, we could add jewels on the dress.
So just because we don't do it in this doesn't mean you can't. So we get you started and then you take it to your own creative level. Sound good?
Because all you art students, you can be creative.
You can be creative. All right, so let's get creative and let's get drawing. Sound good?
Yep.
Okay. So just like we do everything, we're gonna break things down into basic shapes. Yeah, right. To make it easy on ourselves.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna have the princess with the crown and a dress. So let's start with the head. We could start with what shapes?
The circle.
Circle or an oval. I want you to draw the circle, and this will be our starting place. So you guys are going to draw light until it's right so that you can erase things as you go along. Okay? Ready? Now we need a neck.
Necky necks.
So draw in 2 little lines right under the head for the neck. This part is the body. And what I thought would be really good is if we did heart-shaped body. So here's a way to do it. We're just gonna draw light. So just give me 1 little line straight down, and then this is gonna stop where the waist is. Right there, good, stop right there. Okay, nothing too dark because we're actually gonna erase this. Under your neck, start under your neck, hold your pencil right there. Okay, now we're gonna do one side of the heart. So you're going to come up around the neck, up to the side, and then come around and touch that end of that line. Right here, I want you to draw out, around, and then meet the bottom of that line.
That's easy.
It is easy. Okay, stop right there. Now you're gonna do it on the other side. Start from here, you come up, around, and meet at the bottom. Up, around, meet at the bottom.
Yeah,
and so, there you go. And it looks like this side matches that side, which is very important. Bless you. So the bottom part is going to be our dress. Just like this big red dress I'm wearing. Okay, so from this little point right here, you are gonna draw what's like a triangle. Let me show you first, okay? I'm gonna round out my lines to the side. This is gonna look like my skirt. And then I'm gonna round out the bottom. So it's like a triangle, or it almost looks like a watermelon slice. So start from the middle, go light, and you're gonna curve it out. That's the side of your dress. Perfect. Come to the other side, curve it out there.
Right here?
Yeah. Draw that. And then from the bottom to there, I want you to curve out that line. Awesome. Okay, it looks like we've barely done anything, but we're actually on the right track. So let's put on a tiara or a crown, right? I'm gonna have my line just sit a little diagonally, just a little bit. What are you doing? Straight line? Okay, so on the sides, I want you to do 1 little line on the side and on the side there. Okay, we're gonna do our crowns a little differently, right in the middle of your line, okay? Go a little taller than the lines. This is gonna be the highest point of our crown. And then now on these middle lines right here in between, you're gonna draw a short line up there, and a short line on the other side. And just like I said, breaking things down into shapes, let's think of it as letters this time. A U. So from this first point to the next point, we're just going to do a little dip or a U. Okay, perfect. And then from there to the top one, we're going to do the dip or another U that goes up to the top. Nice. Make it come to a point up there, dip down and up to the shorter one. Nice. You want to make it look like it matches that one too, so it just comes to a point and there. And then the last one, a little U as well to that last point. Perfect. We need hair. The one thing I don't want you to do is just add a couple strands. So my crown is actually bigger than my head. Your hair has to come out from outside your crown. So we could do, want to do curly hair? Still it has kind of wavy hair. So we can do a little wave on the outside.
Yeah, I like
and
that.
bring it there. We're gonna give her kind of long hair. And then the other side from the crown, I'm gonna curl the little, or wave the hair. If I want it to look curly, I can actually do a line with a little swirl. Or I could do a line with a swirl. If I want my hair to look like it's big, like all the Disney princesses, I could add a swirl off to the side, like this. Now I've got big swirly hair. The other thing that's important is I want hair to look like it's in front of the circle and not just behind the circle. So in front of the hair, the head, maybe a little swirl as well. Or maybe on the side, I can add a little swirl there. So let's do 2 eyes. So from our center, we're gonna do our eyes like this. Now you guys can do your eyes anyway, but I always encourage you to try something new. To give me 2 little lines, that's where your eyes are. Okay? And then from there, I want you to give me kind of like a half circle. The circle or the oval comes up. Now you're gonna give me a circle inside the circle, and mine, I can just see, maybe it's not a complete circle. Good. And then I'm gonna have the whites of the eye, which is just a little circle inside that circle. So both of my circles are on the right. And now I'm gonna color in my pupil, which is black.
Something just fell.
Yeah, something did just fall. So black inside.
Yellow black.
Oh, nice. We've got our pupils. We've got the whites of our eyes.
Hey, I didn't go inside the light. I did perfect.
Nice. Princesses, let's give them some eyelashes. So maybe 1, 2, 3. Biggest on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Small on top, big on the bottom. And then 2 little lines for eyebrows. 1, 2. Maybe just a little curve over top, nothing too much. That changes your facial expressions. Underneath your eyes, let's give ourselves a little bloop. Bloop?
No.
What should we call it? A bloop? A U? And then
Maybe a U?
a U, upside down U. And now we need a mouth.
A mouthy mouth.
Should we give her lips or a smiling mouth?
Smile.
Smiling mouth. Okay, so start with the top lip, mouth like that. Stella wants the little smile on the side. That makes it look like she's got a big smile because she's got her cheek. And then from there, we can have another line come down and meet the other edge of the lip. And now she's really happy. And maybe we can have another little. If you want to put in,
One more.
one thing to make sure is that make sure it's closed. It's small on the edges. That line meets. It opens up and then the line meets back together. If you want to add lips, we could do a big spread out M at the top. It looks like lipstick now. Or if you want open mouth, then together, out and back together, and now we're back to lips. So I got a big set of lips on my princess. So the only thing that you want to do is make sure that these lines come together. Otherwise, you start looking like you have a clown and not a princess. We don't want a clown. Okay, we're almost done, believe it or not. We need some jewels. Our princess needs some arms. Arms can be difficult. So what do we do with our arms when we don't want to draw hands?
We do this. We put them behind your back.
We put them behind the back. So from here on your shoulder, I'm going to bring like down an arm, an elbow, and arm comes behind. The arm and the elbow. And this is where you need to make sure that the left matches the right. Both sides look the same. And if you want it to look like our arms aren't too thick, come in a little bit more and then just draw lines right beside that, and it looks like our princess has her arms behind her back. If we want little shoes, you can do half circles, but you don't have to.
I'm doing half circles.
And the last thing you want to do is add little pleats in the skirt. And you know how we do pleats? We just do little lines. So from the skirt, maybe a line comes up and down. I have a little line, little space over, or you could go like finger line, finger short one, a finger, a little medium line, short, long. Maybe I'll make my skirt just a little bit longer just because, or wider. So you can hold your little finger down. There, draw another one up there. Maybe that one's long. And they all need to go towards the middle of the dot. Hold your finger down there again. Next one over, maybe the little medium. And then here comes up that way, and this. And this will make sense when we color. So before we color, it looks like we need to first erase the lines we don't want, and then we're gonna color it in. We're just gonna outline our princesses so they pop forward. You need to have a little bit of a ground. So you can add grass. You can just put something simple on the bottom, which then I would actually have, I would outline as well to create balance, because everything else is. So make sure they're not floating. We're just gonna finish up and you guys are gonna get creative, right?
Yep.
We are all done. I have a feeling that you have done a fabulous job. My dog is in the background. My princess is drawn in, colored in, outlined. I told you to be a little creative with whatever you want in the background. I give you a lesson of what to draw, and then you draw your background. So Stella, let's show them our art. Stella was very creative. What did you draw, Stella?
I draw a castle, so she can live in it.
She drew a castle so she can live in it and a sunshine. So you find something to do on your own?
I draw a blue sky.
And a blue sky. Come back for more Tupperberry. Draw at home. Thank you for joining me, Kimberly, and sweet
Stella.
And we will say goodbye like princesses. Goodbye.